Father's Day.
Amen.
And now we know Father's Day is just a little bit under Mother's Day, but that's all right. We'll take it. But still, we want to talk about fathers because they're very important.
Yes, sir. Amen.
See, fathers sometimes get kind of pushed back in the shadows because mama is so outspoken. Mama handles so many duties, but fathers are what you call a business partner, a silent business partner. Sometimes fathers are silent now. And now the message this morning is just not for every father. This message are for the men that are trying to follow God. Because you got to catch up with God in order for this message to even apply to you.
Amen.
You got to be a father of God.
Amen.
And so we're hoping this morning, and to those that are watching us live, and we're having many people that are watching us live. We want to keep that good effort. We thank them for watching us. But you are welcome to come in and serve with us in person.
Amen.
And so we want to make sure that the fathers feel good today. We're going to try to make you feel good, fathers.
Amen.
We're not going to beat you up this morning.
Yes.
But we want you to recognize your responsibility to God and to your family as a father.
Amen.
So this morning, I invite you to turn with me to Joshua chapter 24, beginning at verse number 14. Joshua 24, beginning at verse number 14. Now I'm hoping I can preach good enough to work on some appetites for the fathers this morning. And Joshua 24, beginning at verse number 14. You fathers ready for this?
Amen.
You fathers ready for this?
Yes, sir.
All right now. It looks like we don't have one father.
Yeah.
You fathers ready for this?
Come on,
All right now. In Joshua chapter 24, beginning at verse number 14. Look what Joshua, the man that took over for Moses, God's servant. And so Joshua, God gave Joshua a charge.
All right.
And to stay with him. And God gave Joshua a charge. Now I want you to go back with me. I didn't plan this, Brother Turner, but I don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
Turn with me to Joshua chapter 1. Joshua chapter 1, beginning at verse number 1. Y'all be patient this morning. I'm trying to help the brothers out this morning. I'm trying to help them out now.
Yes.
Joshua chapter 1, beginning at verse number 1.
All right.
After the death of Moses,
Come
the
on now.
servant of the Lord, it came to pass that the Lord spoke to Joshua, the son of Nun, Moses' assistant, saying, Moses, now God is talking now. He said, Moses, my servant, is dead. Now therefore arise. Brothers, we got to learn how to get up. When it's your time to serve, you got to get up. Moses was the leader. And Moses is now dead. And God said, Joshua, it's time for you to get up. It's time for you to learn how to lead out.
Yeah.
All right now, brothers, I want y'all to hear me now. Moses, my servant, is dead. Now, therefore, arise, go over this Jordan, you and all these people, to the land which I am giving to them, the children of Israel. Every place that the sole of your foot will tread upon, I have given you, as I said to Moses. From the wilderness and this Lebanon, and as far as the great river, the river Euphrates, all the land of the Hittites, and to the great sea toward going down of the sun, shall be your territory.
Come on now.
No man shall be able to stand before you all the days of your life. As I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will not leave you nor forsake you. Now he's giving them a charge. He said, be strong and of good courage.
Yes.
For to this people you shall divide as an inheritance the land which I swore to their fathers to them. Only be strong. You don't have another option, Joshua.
All right.
The only option you have is to be strong.
Yeah.
I want you to hear me, brethren. The only option instruction you have is to be strong.
Yes.
He said, only be strong and very courageous, that you may observe to do according to all the law which Moses, my servant, command you. Then he says, do not turn from it to the right hand or to the left,
All right.
that you may prosper wherever you go. This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate in it day and night,
Yes, sir.
that you may observe to do according to all that is written in it.
Yes.
For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success.
All right.
So now I can understand why Joshua, at the end of the book, Joshua would start off in verse 14, when he said, behold, this day, talking to the children of Israel. He said, behold, this day, I am going the way of all the earth. He says, and you know in all your heart and in all your soul that in one thing has failed of all good things which the Lord your God spoke concerning you. All have come to pass for you. Not one word of them has failed. Then, excuse me, church, let me go back now. I'm in the wrong verse. 24, 14. I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong verse. I'm in the wrong verse. I'm going too fast, but turn, I got to slow down. He says, now therefore. Here we go now. Here we go. He said, I know someone right. He said, now therefore, fear the Lord. Serve him in sincerity and in truth. And put away the gods which your father served on the other side of the river and in Egypt. He says, serve the Lord. Amen. All right now, church brethren. Well, fathers, we got some things we serve that's not of the Lord. He said, I want you to put them gods down that you serve. I don't know what your God is, but you better put it down. And then in verse number 15, he says, and if it seems evil to you to serve the Lord. You got some people today, Brother John, that have turned their back on the Lord. You got some folks that talk evil about serving God. So Joshua said, look, I want you to know something now. He said, now, if it seems evil to you to serve the Lord. He says, and if it seems evil to you to serve the Lord, choose you yourself this day whom you gonna serve. See, brothers, we need some brothers that have decided where they gonna serve. So you can't serve in the house of God and in the Word. You have to learn to pick which God, the uppercase God or these lowercase God. And so we're gonna have to learn as fathers that we're going to have to pick a side when it comes to serving God.
Amen.
So Joshua says, he says, to serve, choose you this day whom you will serve. Whether the gods your father served, that were on the other side of the river. Sometimes you may have had a father that didn't serve God. But you're going to have to learn, make a choice on not being like your father, serving what he served.
Amen.
You're going to have to serve the God which is our Father in heaven.
Amen.
You're going to have to be better.
Amen.
And so he says, the gods of the Amorites, in whom the land you dwell. But then he made a proclamation. He says, but as for me and my house. I'm talking to the fathers that lead his house. I'm talking to the fathers that are spiritual leaders in the house. I told you this don't apply to every father. This applies to the spiritual leaders of their house. Well, you got to get to where God wants you to be to be that spiritual leader in the house. And so he says, but for me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord. He said, we're going to serve the Lord. Why, Joshua? Because that's the best thing going for me.
That's it.
He says, the charge he gave Joshua. He said, as long as you stay with me, he said, you will never fail.
Amen.
He said, you will always prosper.
Yes.
He said, I will never leave you.
Yes, sir.
That's why Joshua could say, for me and my house.
Yes.
We've already learned from God.
Yes.
For me and my house.
Yes.
Too many men are letting their wives run the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody said, Brother Smith, you made a big charge. You sure you want to say that? I'm the first one to say it. I'm the first one to say it. I'm not saying that the sisters, your wife don't have an opinion. You be crazy not to let your wife have an opinion because she has some good opinions. But at the end of the day, that's all it is, but an opinion. God gives the men the spiritual leader. I'm talking to the spiritual leader now.
Yes.
I'm just talking about no man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the spiritual father.
Yes.
Has to lead out in the house.
That's right.
And the sisters got to learn to back up. And sometimes shut up. Because you have the man, the spiritual leader in the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fathers already have enough to deal with in the world. The last thing a spiritual father needs is to come home to chaos. But guess what now? That's a tall order, fathers. We got to get more spiritual in the world.
Yes.
And so now I want you to see this. For a subject, I'm going to use an old TV show, Brother Chan. For a subject, we're going to use fathers know best. Fathers know best. As long as you have a spiritual father,
Yes.
he going to know best.
Amen.
Because he's following God.
Yes.
He's a praying father.
Yes.
He's a meditating father.
Yes.
He's an obedient father. He's a hopeful father.
Amen.
He's a righteous father.
Yes.
He's a faithful father.
Yes. Preach.
Man.
Yes,
That's a
sir.
tall order now.
Yes, sir.
I'm not playing this morning, brother.
All right.
Yeah.
The men need to learn how to step up so the sisters can shut up.
Yeah.
As long as you ain't stepping up, she ain't gonna shut up.
That's right.
Huh? Huh? As long as you don't step up,
That's right.
she ain't gonna shut up.
That's right.
Fathers, we gotta learn how to step up.
That's right.
We gotta learn how to be what God wants us to be.
Amen.
We gotta learn that be like Joshua when he says, as far as me and my house.
Yes.
Joshua said, ain't no other man can run this house but me.
Yes.
I'm the only man in this house.
Yes.
I'm the only father in this house.
Yes.
And everybody in this house follows me because I follow God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amen.
The problem with the world today is the fathers not doing their job.
Yes. Sir.
I'm seeing young men putting on clothes like girls and thinking it's cute.
Yes.
Where are the fathers? I remember back in the day, you could even have a haircut. Let your hair grow too long.
Amen.
For a man, so say, you get that haircut, boy.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you get that haircut.
Yeah.
I can remember, and even growing up, you would have, if you had a nice dress shirt on, slacks and shoes, it was a disgrace for you to have that shirt hanging on the outside.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you, man, tuck that shirt in, son.
Yeah.
Tuck that shirt in, son. Now we done got to the point that having a shirt out ain't enough. Now we got to have our underwear out.
Yeah.
Where are the men?
Yeah.
Where are the men?
All right. Yeah.
Where are the men? Where are the fathers? Where are the spiritual fathers?
Yes, sir.
Trying to help these young boys.
Yeah,
They need a
that's right.
man, a spiritual man of God to say, take that off.
Yeah.
Or put that on.
Yeah.
Get your hair cut.
Yeah.
Take that earring out of your ear. Get them ankle braces off your foot.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Tell a boy, you need to start telling these boys, your pants is too tight. You need some men in the world. Stop letting your son fall into the traditions of the world.
That's right.
Amen.
We need some men that say, for me in my house, we're going to serve the Lord.
Yes. Preach.
We need some men that want to follow a righteous person.
Amen.
Got too many sorry men in the world. Just let their kids go astray. Let them do what they want to do.
Yeah.
Man, we got to get to the point where I remember my dad, he never was what we call one of them men that, that was a whooping person. He never was that kind of person. My dad whooped me once in my whole life. One time. And if I had to give it a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being worse, it was about a 2. Yeah, it was about a 2. And but his demeanor, the way he carried himself, the way he led out faithfully in his house, the way that I respected him as being my daddy, that way that I could see that man leading out. My mother didn't have to go get him, pull him out of the bed for Lord's service. He already knew what the day was.
That's right.
We leading out. There were certain things that I couldn't do. There were things that I didn't even ask to do because I already knew the answer.
That's right.
Because I knew my Father, what he stood for.
Yeah.
Church, we got to let our fathers, we have to let our sons and daughters know what we stand for.
Preach.
What we don't tolerate.
Preach.
Why? Because fathers are supposed to know best.
Yeah. Preach. Preach. You preach it today.
So,
Lord,
I want you to understand something now.
Amen.
What is a father? A father is a spiritual leader. A father is one that is the leader of his house. See, a father, but he can't do it by himself. Let me help the fathers out now. He can't do it by himself, sisters. He can't be trying to help to train the kids and you too. A father needs some help. He needs some help.
That's right.
He got to get some help from that help me. That's why God told Adam, I'm going to get you a helper. A helpmate. Somebody that's going to be just like you and for you. Sisters, the fathers need some help. Listen, I'm going to tell you something, young sisters. You don't have a clue what fathers go through, what a man goes through. You don't have a clue what I'm thinking. You don't have a clue what's in my head. Sometimes my wife say something to me, she be so far off base, and it ain't funny, bro, she be so far off base, and I just, as a father, as the leader of the house, sometimes I don't even say that. They used to go on some, I already know what's happening and what I'm going to do about it. I already know what spiritual decision I'm going to make on it. Why? Because I know what's best for the house. Now, I want you to say something. So, Brother Smith, you're coming down kind of hard today. This is unsensitive. Right? Yeah, this not going to be edited. This not going to be edited, Brother Turner. This is live. Listen, the father is supposed to be the breadwinner. Oh, I know some men putting their head down there. I know some men around just listening, putting their head down there. Father's got to be the one that some extra money has to be made for that house. That father has to have that attitude of, I got to make it happen. I got to do some honey for that money. I got to do some. I can't ask my wife to do work no overtime. That's a disgrace to me. That's an insult. If my wife asks me, baby, they're going to offer some overtime. That's an insult. As a man, that my wife to do something extra. I'm the head of the house. Any extra, I'm going to do it. Now some extra just come up, that's one thing. Now if she just gets some money from somewhere, that's one thing. But it's my job to make something happen. That's my job. Why? Because I grew up with a man in a house. I had an example that when something would need to be done, that's all I know, Brother Turner. That's all I know is a man that can make it happen. That's all I know, men, you got to start making it happen. Quit sitting around waiting on your wife to make it happen.
Amen.
Listen, I'm going to tell you this, I'm going to get in trouble, but I'm going to tell you. Listen now. Listen. My wife, she's a person that trying to make sure things are proper. You know, and we go out with people, and yesterday she got a little ahead of herself. And so we went out, another one of the preachers in the neighborhood, in the brotherhood, took me and her and his wife went out, and they are big gun people. And that's his hobby, and that's all right. Okay? And so it took us out and showed us how to shoot. We had a marvelous time. Boy, they said, man, I must be a natural. I'll get the bullseye. Yeah, I'll get the bullseye. I took that 44 and that 45 rather, and that 9 and that 40 cal, and I was hitting the bullseye. Yeah. And so afterwards, and we had went out with them a couple weeks ago, and they paid for our dinner. We weren't expecting them to. And so my wife got a little ahead of herself. She liked to do things and make sure everything. And I was standing to the side, and I was going to get ready to ask the man how much it cost. So she whipped out her credit card. Yeah. In front of everybody. Yeah, I like that. In front of everybody. And I had to tell her, put that up. Yeah, put that up. I'm going to pay for it. I'm the man. Yeah. You don't pay for stuff like that if we're in front of another man and a woman. Huh? She said, well, I forgot what you were thinking about it. I'm always thinking. I'm always thinking. Huh? Well, I whipped out my card. I'm paying for it. I pay for everybody. Yeah. Yeah, but that's just an example. Yeah. I'll pay for that later, Brother Turner. That's all right. That's good. Call me later tonight, see if I'm all right. And so now, the man, he has to be the breadwinner. He has to be a life counselor. Yeah. I told Paris, matter of fact, the other day, I said, now let me tell you something. You're 18 now. I said, now this is what I want you to do. I said, now when you away from here, I said, now, whatever come up on your first mind, whatever it is, if I want that first mind that say, don't do that. Whatever comes up in your life, I want your first mind, go with that one. That's it. Because your first mind is saying, I shouldn't do that. That's right. Because you were raised in a spiritual house. That's so it. I already know, you know the difference between right and wrong. So I just had to throw that little curve in there to say, whatever because they think they're grown. Yeah. So, but you still, I'm planting another seed. Yeah. That whenever something come up on you, make sure, go with your first mind. That first mind says, I better not do it. Don't do it. That's right. Yeah. We got to be counselors. Amen. We got to counsel the children. Amen. We got to counsel our wives. But not only that, we have to be protectors. Yeah. We got to learn how to protect our family. Yeah. Not just from somebody that's coming in to destroy the household, but we got to be protectors of the devil. Protect our homes from Satan coming into our home and destroying our homes. Yeah. Amen. The father got to be the one standing at the door. Yes, huh? Yeah. The father's got to be the one standing at the door. Yeah. If you can get past me, it belongs to you. You hear me now? I want y'all to hear me now. Yeah. If you can get past me, it belongs. Everything behind me belongs to you. Yeah. But you got to get past me first. All right, man. Even Jesus said you can't take a house unless you go through the strong man. That's it. Huh? Yeah. You got to go through the strong man to get to it. Yeah. Now, not only that, we got to make sure we are protectors. We have to protect, and wives help us protect. Yeah. If you know you got a spiritual man, and you know that everything he does is for the benefit of the household, listen. Sit back and let him protect. Amen. Yes. Sometimes there's some people that don't need to come around. Sometimes some people you don't need to be talking to. Yeah. Because he can tell you something. I don't know if that's the person you need to talk to. I don't know if that's a place you need to go. Yeah. I don't know if that's a thing you need to do. See, he's a counselor. Right. He helps keep the house in order. Yes. Why? Sister, she should listen to him. If you think God is on his side, why wouldn't you listen to him? That's it. If you think God is on his side, why wouldn't you listen to him? That's right. And so, now, I want to tell you something else now. A father, he also has to be a comedian. Huh? So I'm the comedian in my house. My wife don't want to admit it, though. I'm the funny person. I'm the funny person. She try to be funny, but she ain't as funny as me. She ain't as funny as me. Listen, I'm here to tell you, a father has to be a protector. But a father has to also know how to keep things light in the house. Yeah. He got to know how to keep the atmosphere in the house pleasant. Yeah. He got to know how to keep things joyful
Yeah.
He has to know how to keep things cheerful in the house.
Yeah.
Even when things are not going right in the house.
Yeah.
The father has to know how to come up with something to make folks feel better in the house. That's why I say he got to be a comedian in the house.
Yeah.
He has many roles.
Yeah. Amen.
In the house.
Man.
Listen now, fathers, it's important that you help your children. It's important that you help your children now.
Yes,
A father teaches his children to appreciate things. Man, these kids nowadays, they don't appreciate a thing. Huh?
Yes,
You got to appreciate things.
Yeah.
Or you will never learn how to adapt in the world.
Amen.
Because you don't know how to appreciate things.
Yes.
I remember my father used to get on me about little small things that I thought was small. But what he was teaching me was how to appreciate things.
Yes.
Especially your money.
Yeah.
Because you got to learn how to manage your money.
Come on,
See,
baby.
now if I give you some money, you probably won't appreciate it. These kids nowadays.
Yeah.
But if you work for that money,
Yeah.
you have a little more appreciation for it.
Yes.
Huh?
Amen.
A father has to help his children know how to appreciate things. A good father makes all the difference in a child's life.
Amen.
A lot of people are hurt and destroyed as adults because the father wasn't around. Or the father wasn't what a good spiritual father would be. And they left something out in that child.
Yeah.
You have to have a mother and a father. I'm not saying you can't survive without it. I'm saying that a father brings something to the table that a mother can't.
Amen.
And a mother brings something to the table that a father can't.
Yeah.
That's why God said, I'm going to make you a help me.
Yeah.
All right, now I want y'all to hear that now.
Yeah.
You fathers. And he says, he is a pillar of strength, a support of discipline. His work is endless and oftentimes thankless. Uh-oh. Don't be quiet now.
All right.
Okay, brothers, y'all ought to be clapping now.
Yeah.
Y'all ought to be clapping.
Oh.
Sometimes you feel like the family ain't thankful, ain't grateful.
Yeah.
Huh? One of my big words in my house is show some appreciation.
Yeah.
That's one of my big words, but they'll tell you. I'm big on that word. Show some appreciation. That's a training tool.
Yeah.
You gotta go, you can't go through life without showing some appreciation.
Amen.
Because folks can stop doing stuff at any time.
Amen.
Huh?
Right.
At any time.
Yeah.
What is that, brother Turner? Thank you. You can stop doing something. See, don't take me for granted.
Yeah.
You got me on something else. Don't take me for granted. Huh? I can stop at any time.
Yes.
I do things because I want to.
Yes, sir.
Huh? And because I love everybody.
That's it.
But I can cut it off in a minute. Yeah. Listen now, let me move on. And listen. A good father realizes that his children are human. And that they make mistakes.
Amen.
And it's part of growing up. Man, listen. We got to be a little bit more disciplined in this generation. But we got to be, we understand that things are different than when we grew up in my generation.
Yeah.
These kids gonna mess up. And these kids are gonna do some stupid stuff. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we bought Paris a car. I ain't told nobody. And so I was sleeping one Sunday, Brother Turner. I was so sleepy. Pam was so sleepy. You know, when you get to a certain age, after church, sleep is the next thing.
Yeah.
And so the phone rang. Paris had left to go somewhere. The phone rang. And I saw some Paris. And I said, hey, something happened. I said, oh. And she said, I had a little accident. I said, where are you? And I was like, oh, I'm sleeping. You got time for no rest? I'm sleeping. And she said, I'm around the corner. I said, look, around the corner? I said, you done had an accident around the corner? So I got up, and Pam got up. Pam was in an outrage. I was calm. And because she didn't know if she was hurt or not.
Yeah.
And so she said, I'm around the corner. And around, I said, in the neighborhood? She said, in the neighborhood. So I got up, Pam got in the car and drove around. I walked, because I know she couldn't be too far. And so I got around and I saw the car was on the next block, and she had, you know, they had the neighborhoods, in the neighborhoods, they got the community mailboxes.
Yeah.
She done knocked over the community mailbox. She done knocked over the community mailbox. And man, listen, when I walked down to the car car was spotless. I mean, when we bought this car, it was spotless.
Yeah.
And man, listen, I went down the wheel, man, the rim wasn't just like a scratch on it. The rim was just folded, bent up. Man, I drove back to the house and the car was doing this all the way to the house. The car was like all the way to the house. And so, but guess what? Guess what? I said, what happened? She said, a bug was in the car. You know, I didn't say nothing. So I let it go, right? I let it go. So, but in my heart, see, what helped me let it go? And I told her the next day, I said, now, realizing that when you give a person that's got a brand new driver's license still shine. They got a brand new driver's license. Something can happen.
You're right.
And so I said to her parents, I was walking out going to work. I said to her, listen, if a bug calls you to smash your car, you probably don't need to be driving. And I left it like that. Because I remember how many things my father let me get away with driving. Huh? I remember storing up his truck on one side one time. He didn't say nothing. So now in my spirit, there's a lot of ways that I am is because of my father.
Yeah.
I can let stuff go because he was so letting stuff go. That's why I can let so much stuff go. Because I've seen how he reacted to situations.
That's right, he did.
And so we have to be fathers that are understanding that your kids gonna mess up.
Yeah.
But at some point these kids gonna have to straighten up.
All
See,
right.
messing up ain't gonna just be part of your lifestyle and thinking I'm gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
You got to learn how to straighten up. But that's the job of a father.
Amen.
Then, a father, now this is good. A father has to lead by example.
That's it. Amen.
A father has to be somebody that shows the children how to behave,
Yeah.
how to handle situations,
Yeah.
how to be a faithful person to God.
Amen.
Yeah.
They got to see it in daddy.
Yeah.
See, daddy can't be laying up at the house drinking beer
That's
and
it.
smoking
Yeah.
and doing all kind of crazy things.
That's it.
And the kids watching daddy be sorry. And then you think the kids gonna be something successful when they grow older.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen that way.
Yeah.
The kids, they gotta follow a daddy leads by example. Daddy can't be slowful.
Amen.
The daddy gotta be lead out front. He can't be the person always in the back. He gotta be in the front.
Amen.
He can't protect his family from the back.
All right. That's it.
Gotta protect his family from the front.
Yes.
Yeah.
He gotta be the first line of defense,
Amen.
not the last line of defense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen,
Amen.
fathers. The father's got to show unconditional love. Sometimes it's hard on the father, but he got to show unconditional love.
Yeah.
He got to love his child. He might not like it, but he got to love him.
Amen.
And that father, sometimes that father got to give some tough love.
Amen.
Sometimes that father got to say no.
That's right.
Sometimes that father, I'm not doing that.
That's right.
No, you can't have no money.
Yeah.
No, you can't have my car.
Yeah.
No, you can't drive my car.
Yeah.
Sometimes that father, when he sees that you are not ready for a certain thing, he got to say no.
No, that's right.
Because he's
Amen.
trying to help you.
Have to be
But
strong.
then I want to give you an acronym for father. We almost finished. I'm going to give you an acronym for father. The F stands for faithful. The A in father stands for action.
All right.
The T in father stands for teacher. The H in father, it stands for hope.
Amen.
The E in father stands for example.
Yeah.
Yes.
The F, or the R rather, in father stands for reliability.
Amen.
Oh,
Amen.
That father, he got a strong, and he has a lot to deal with.
Yes.
Listen, church, I want you to know something. Sometimes that father has to make hard decisions.
Yeah.
Sometimes these kids are so out of whack, that father got to let them go.
Yeah.
You got to let the world let them see it. That's hard. You can't, it's almost like you want to put a rope on them and keep them from going, but you can't do that.
That's right. Amen.
Sometimes you got to let a person bust their head to the white meat. Huh?
Oh.
Huh? You got to let a person learn on their own. Some of these folks is hard-headed.
Yeah.
Listen, you remember the prodigal son? So everything I say, I'm going to prove it by the word of God.
Yeah.
You remember the prodigal son?
Amen.
In Luke chapter 15,
Yeah.
verse 11 through 32.
That's
What
it.
did this prodigal son do? Huh? This man had 2 sons. And so, and the Bible says, and the younger of them said to his father,
Yeah.
Father, give me the portion of goods that fall to me.
Yeah.
Now, this is his inheritance.
That's it.
You don't get your inheritance until they die.
Yeah.
But the father wasn't dead. But this boy, he was so eager to get out in the world
That's
and
it.
do his own thing.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
He was so eager to get out in the world and do his own thing.
That's it.
But look what that father did. That father said, all right, now, I see where you're going with this. He said, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
And then look what the father did. And the father gave him the portion that fell upon him. He divided it between the 2 boys, right?
That's it.
And then as the Bible says, and he arose and came to himself. See, when you get out there and the father let him go out there and bump his head. But the father had already been teaching this boy the difference between right and wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how you know, Brother Smith? Because the Bible says that the boy went out, got caught up with some friends and some riotous living, lost all his money, ended up in a hog pen. That's what I'm talking about. You got to bust your head open sometimes.
Yeah.
Ended up in a hog pen. But guess what? I know he knew better. Because the Bible said he came to himself. Huh?
Yeah.
You can't come to yourself if you don't know nothing else.
That's right.
So he came to himself. And he realized even the servants eat better than I'm eating.
Yeah.
He said, so I will get up and I will go back home and ask his father for forgiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But guess what? When that father, see the father, he loved him.
Yeah.
But he had to let him go
Right.
so he could come back.
Right.
And so that father saw him a long ways off. My father left, but he coming back now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that father ran and met him and kissed him on the neck and threw a party for him.
Yeah.
Put some old clothes on him.
Yeah.
Why? Because that father's love is unconditional.
Yeah.
Amen.
Preach.
My son is back.
Yes, sir.
I had to let him learn something. He
Yeah.
had to bump his head.
All right.
I want you to know something, church. That's a hard. Now most mothers can't do that. What time?
Yeah.
The mom can't do that. I can tell you right now. Most mamas can't do that. That's kind of out of a mama's nature.
Yeah.
Because that's mama's baby. That's always little baby. Mama's little baby. You know what I mean? And so sometimes I go by my mama's house. And she thinks she's a doctor. And I called over there the other day. And my mother thinks she's a doctor from since I was a little boy.
Yeah.
And London was sick. And I didn't know London was there.
Yeah.
And she said, London's the old one, you know, mama just, you know, my mom kind of makes stuff if it's a 5, she'll make it a 10.
Yeah.
And she said, London, oh my baby London. And I said, what's wrong with London? I got nerve. She said, she's been sick, but I heard London in the background. I said, London don't sound sick. And then she put London on the phone. And London, I said, you sick? She said, I'm doing better now. And then Mama's in the background, said, tell London what I did. And London went through it. Mama gave me this, and Mama gave me that. And I said, Mama thinks she's a doctor. and London said, she is a doctor. and so she think, look, Mama, little baby.
Yeah.
But see, mamas will put their house up when the son go to jail.
Yeah.
Dad ain't gonna dare put his house up.
No.
You're right, Jeff, if I put my house up. Listen, not only that, as we get ready to close, a father has to be spiritual toward God. He has to be a faithful person toward God. He has to trust God.
Amen.
He has to be obedient toward God.
Yes.
What are you saying, Brother Smith? You remember Abraham and Isaac? Huh? And God told Abraham to go and offer your only son Isaac. But God had already told Isaac. He said, through your seed, all nations is going to be blessed.
Yes, sir.
Through this baby, this bouncing baby boy that you're going to have next year.
Yeah.
He said, all nations going to be blessed.
Yeah.
Because from that little boy, Isaac's seed, is going to come the Son of God, Jesus.
Yes.
He said, though, in order for Jesus to come, this boy Isaac going to have to have some babies.
Yeah.
So Isaac going to have a son, Jacob.
Yeah.
And Jacob going to have 12 sons.
Yeah.
And then out of one of them sons going to be David.
Yeah.
But Jesus is going to come from the lineage of David.
That's right.
So this son got to be alive.
That's right.
So I trust you, God. Father got to trust God.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so Isaac, when they went up to the mount,
Preach.
he said, Father, I see the wood and the fire, but what is the sacrifice?
Yes, sir. Lord, have mercy.
And then Abraham said, God will provide. I want you to hear it now.
Yeah.
God will provide.
Yeah.
So son, I am a leader. I am obedient. I am faithful toward God. I trust God. He said through my seed, our nation's going to be blessed. So I need you to lay down on this altar. God's going to do something. I don't know what it is.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
But when I go into some hardships, I know if I trust God.
Yes.
I don't know. He said that he will never leave me or forsake me. I trust him. I don't know how he going to do it.
Yes.
I don't know how he going to do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Abraham, are you going to stab your son? Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to offer him up because God told me to do it.
Yes.
But God told me that through my son's seed, all nations going to be blessed.
Amen.
Now wait a minute. Not only that, but he told the servant at the bottom of the hill,
Yes.
before they went up the hill, he
Yes.
said, now you stay right here while me and the lad go up and come back down. You stay here. And me and the lad, we're going to go up and come back down. How you going to do it, Abraham? I don't know.
Yeah, but we are.
All I know is through this boy's seed,
Yeah.
our nation going to be blessed. Listen, church, I want you to know something. We got to be spiritual fathers.
Yeah.
We got to be fathers that hold on to God's unchanging hand.
Yes.
We got to stop being so slowful. We got to be leaders in the house.
Yeah.
We got to stand out in the house.
Yes, sir.
Sisters, you got to help us now.
Yes.
Sister, I'm going to tell you now. I'm just going to be honest with you. So the world have called some of the sisters to get out of control.
Yeah.
And not support the husbands the way they should.
Yeah.
We becoming, sister, you're doing a little too much talking. And we need you to slow down on some of that talking.
Yeah.
We need you to get back to where God wants you to be.
Yeah.
That's a humble woman.
Yeah.
That's a woman that's his helper. His helpmate. You are there to help me.
Yeah.
And I'm there to help you.
Amen.
That's it.
Huh?
Amen.
I'm helping you and you helping me.
Yeah.
Listen, I couldn't even do what I do with the Dallas Hillside Church of Christ if it wasn't for that woman.
Yeah.
I want you to know that.
Amen.
I couldn't even do that if it wasn't for her.
Yeah.
She does so many things that under the scene, taking care of things that I hadn't even thought about.
Yes.
I couldn't do it, Brother Turner. God put her there to help me.
Yeah.
While I'm
That's
strong.
it.
Yeah.
She couldn't do it without me.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's right.
And the same thing goes for your household. We got to learn as fathers, be the fathers. Mothers, be the mothers.
Yeah.
And everything will work out the way it should be.
That is beautiful. Beautiful.
Women, stop trying to be the fathers
Yes, sir.
and the mothers. Let the father be the father
Yes.
and the mothers be the mothers.
Yes.
The message is yours as we stand and sing a song of invitation.
Somebody